What up, guys? Obviously, Toy Story 5 review. Man, this one goes back obviously since the good old days, nostalgia, child life, which sucks because we're not there anymore. But anyways, without further ado, let's get to the review, baby. Now, to start off, let me go by saying I'm surprised that we're at 5. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. They don't miss. I mean, every time they give you something that is worth your time at the theater, it gives you this heartfelt story. You kind of, to a degree, know what to expect when walking into a Pixar or Toy Story movie, man. In my honest opinion, I think they should have stopped at 3 just because that's almost a perfect trilogy. 3 is one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, let's get into the story, man. So most of the gang, obviously, Woody's off doing his thing. But most of the gang's still with the good little girl we've known since 3. And a big challenge man comes in, the idea of tech and how that's affecting kids playing with toys and going outside and having adventures, stuff like that. And I think they do a really unique job of kind of poking fun at our reality we currently deal with, and the fact that kids really don't play with straight up toys no more. They're always on their phones, iPads. These kids get it, when they're 7, 8 years old, already having Instagrams, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, man, they really do a unique job. I think diving into Lily, the main iPad antagonist, if you will, of the story. It's very interesting how they play with communication, the whole locations, services, things like that, and it really adds a lot of depth to the story. What really surprised me though, by far the main character of this story is Jessie, and we deal with her past trauma of being left by her kid when she back in the day, and how that's affected her. The whole movie she's trying to not have that be created. She's trying to fix everything, which is one of those storylines that grown-ups can relate to. And it was really, really heartfelt the way they did it and what they made that character realize as the movie goes on. That's important to just, certain things you can let go of, and it's better for the future generation. I think, I will say this movie kind of gets more serious for the most part, but then you get your laughs. Obviously, Woody comes back, and Buzz, the relationship is just classic, and you can never get anything like that. And I think the new characters that they bring in, I would call it the earlier versions of tech and toys, come in, and they are hilarious in my opinion. There's a couple of dark jokes in there I didn't expect. Obviously, they gotta do that in a kids movie, but I will say, obviously, they're getting so much better at the animation. I really don't know how much further we can go as far as like Toy Story. You can definitely see the differences. Everything's just so smooth and expressive now. From the grass, from an animal, from expressions on these characters and how they're emoting, and how the voice actors are able to kind of play with that. The sky's the limit, but what is the limit? I think there needs to be a limit. What I do want to kind of talk about is if this will be the last one. We all thought 3 would have been, but I don't know, man. This one's good. Obviously made so much money. I think second highest opening for an animated movie, I think is what there was been reported. And you do wonder where they're gonna stop, because what can you really do after a story like this? But they might keep cranking them as long as we can. Maybe in the future we'll see an old man Andy come back, who knows? But hey guys, I obviously had a great time with Toy Story 5, man. Let me know what you guys think. I wonder if we'll get a 6. We probably will. It's all about that bread. So we'll see. But thank you guys. Let me know what you guys think, and peace.